One of Canada's most vital shipping routes is at a standstill this morning due to striking workers. The St. Lawrence Seaway, a 3,700-kilometre maritime highway, connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Great Lakes via the St. Lawrence River. It serves 45 ports in both Canada and the United States. But the Seaway is now closed, as we mentioned, to traffic after unionized workers and their employers failed to reach a deal on wages. So to put it into perspective, the importance of this route, we are joined this morning by trade expert and senior fellow at the C.D. Howe Institute, Lawrence Herman. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Happy to be here.
I'm glad to have you. About 200 million tons of cargo travel on the St. Lawrence Seaway on a yearly basis. So give us a sense of the effect of this closure is going to happen in terms of moving goods through the country.
Well, I think as the introduction said, it's a vital corridor for our trade, and importantly, an important bilateral facility that is managed jointly by the U.S. and Canada. So it has a huge impact not only on Canadian trade, but on U.S. trade, continental trade, if you want. And the effect of this strike has serious implications for Canada, for certain, and for the U.S. So it's, as you pointed out, a very, very serious issue, and it has to be resolved because it affects our trading relationship with the United States, a very critical relationship that we have to be very attentive to.
Yeah, 45 ports, as we mentioned before. So the strike is happening on the Canada side. What's the response been from the U.S.?
Well, the U.S. so far has indicated that they're following it, and there is a concern in Washington. I think Canadian ministers, the Minister of Labor, Mr. O'Regan, and the Transport Minister, Mr. Rodriguez, have been in touch with their American counterparts. You know, it's important for Canada to show that it is a reliable trading partner with the United States, and particularly in the case of the St. Lawrence Seaway, which in a sense is a signature project showing collaborative arrangements, cooperation between Canada and the United States to manage this very important trade corridor on a joint basis. So it's not like the BC strike. In the situation in BC, it was a strike, but it involved Canadian employers. Mm-hmm. This is a strike that involves corporations that are joint federal corporations. The U.S. has a federal corporation. Canada has a federal corporation. In a sense, they're federal agencies. So the complexity of this strike is a lot different, and the political aspects a lot different than in the BC situation.
And as you rightly point out, it does put a lot of pressure on our international trade agreements. Just speaking domestically for a moment, roughly 15% of the goods exported via the Seaway are agricultural products from Quebec. So without access to the Seaway, how can those communities ship their products? Is there an alternate route?
Well, they're trying to find alternative routes, but those routes are less efficient, much more expensive. There's no question about the importance of the Seaway. As I said, it's a joint project, a signature project going back decades between Canada and the United States, and it illustrates the value of cooperation between the two countries. And if that operation is stymied, is upset, is paralyzed, it has an impact not only in Canada, but as I said, in the United States. It has a huge footprint, and I'm hoping that the federal government can take some sort of action to get this situation resolved.
Lawrence Herman, thanks for joining us in this conversation.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.